Hey guys, Luke here, and a little while ago I ordered some trading cards online. In the past I've done it, you've seen me do unboxing videos, you've seen me do videos with them on Rugby League Live 4, and here we are yet again, 2019, once again at the end of the year. I really should have done this earlier, but nonetheless, we're still going to be doing an unboxing. I've got them here, I've got to unbox them. There's a lot of tape, there's a lot of bubble wrap. Ooh, bubble wrap, I love it. So I've got the scissors, I'm going to open it. We're going to open it and then we're going to go through the cards real quick, look at the collection. So, let's get into it, see if I can get it done. Probably can't, it's probably going to be a major fail, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, not gonna lie, it's actually way easier than I thought it was going to be. Lots of bubble wrap and stuff, but hey, not too bad. It looks like it's in some sort of box too. That's pretty mad. Okay, here we go. Rightio. Let's take a look. So here we go, the elite ones. Bloody love it. Obviously been open because this is the whole series, I believe. Pretty sure, yes it is. So we've got a few bunches here of it. Got a few here. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of the cards. Okay, so I've went through and I've taken all of the plastic off all of the cards. I've separated them into teams. We're going to start off with the Broncos. We're just going to go one until whatever the last card is. So there is 9 cards per team. So we have the logo there for each team. Obviously, we have Darius Boyd. We have Matt Gillett, who's just recently retired. Darius Boyd probably should follow. We have Jermaine Asako, very, very good player. Andrew McCullough. We then have Anthony Milford. We have Corey Oates, who's just re-signed, I believe. We have Tavita Pengai Jr. And we have James Roberts, who isn't even at the Broncos anymore. So those are the Broncos players. So next up are the grand finalists, the runners-up. We have the Canberra Raiders. So there's their logo. We have Nick Kotrick, brilliant player. Jared Croker, the club captain. Josh Hodgson, the other captain. Joey Leilua. Don't know if he's staying or going. I don't think anybody knows at this point. We have Josh Papali, probably their star man. We have Jordan Rapana, who I believe is leaving. Great player, but he's off to Japanese rugby, I think. I couldn't tell you the team, to be honest. Aiden Caesar. And then we have Elliot Whitehead. So those are the Raiders players. Actually, I just got to say, in terms of quality of card, they're actually pretty good compared to some of the previous years. Next up, we have my Bulldogs, my favorite team. We have the Bulldogs logo. We then have Kieran Foran with the man bun. Corey Harawira Naira. Will Hopewadi. We have Josh Jackson, club captain, absolute legend. We have Lockie Lewis, fan favourite, my favourite, Nick Meaney, Remus Smith, and then Aiden Tolman. That's a bloody good bunch of players there. That's a team that's going to win a premiership in 2020. Okay, maybe not. Next up, we have a team who probably underachieved this year. We have the Cronulla Sharks. We have Josh Dugan. I love that they've got the mullet photo. And then we've got Fafita, who's also got the mullets. We have the twin mullets there. Absolutely incredible. Already my favourite set of cards so far. G-Train, Paul Gallen. And then we have Sean Johnson. Matty Moylan here. We got Matt Pryor. We got all the Matts here. Chad Townsend actually got his own podcast and YouTube channel. Shout out to Chad Townsend. And then we have Aaron Woods. So not a bad bunch of players. Just absolutely love the mullet twins there. It's a shame they don't have them in real life now. The next team we're going to be looking at is the Gold Coast Titans. Jai Arrow, obviously their best player, looks to be on the outer. Shannon Boyd, AJ Broomson. Sorry, Matt the Nines, cool player. Michael Gordon. Actually, I've never described anyone as a cool player, but there you go. Ryan James. Tyrone Peachy. I'm sure Titans fans aren't a big fan of that card. Kevin Proctor. And then we have Jared Wallace. So once again, not a bad bunch of cards there. Jai Arrow, obviously the standout. AJ Broomson, pretty good as well. But there's the Titans. Next up, we have a team who used to be probably the most hated team in the whole comp. Not so much anymore. Actually, kind of a likable team, which is weird to say. But we have Cherry Evans. Maybe he's not exactly likable. We have Adam Fanua Blake. He's probably not likable either. Coruscant, he's on the move to Penrith. We then have Curtis Sheridan. We have Marty Tapau. Definitely a likable person, Marty Tapau. Joel Thompson, Jake Trebojevic, and Tom Trebojevic. So the two Turbo brothers rounding out the cards there. Definitely glad they're in the collection. So there you go. There's Manly. Now we move on to Manly's rivals. We have the Melbourne Storm. We have Josh Addo-Carr as the first player. We have Will Chambers, looks to be on the move. We have Brady Croft, also could be on the move. Then we have Felice Kafusi, great player. Cameron Munster, another great player. Brandon Smith being a bit of a naughty boy in the New Zealand camp. We have Cameron Smith, the two Smiths there. And we have Vunu Valu here. So, yeah, that's a bloody good set of players there. Melbourne Storm always producing the goods. Next up, we have a team who I hold in my heart very dearly at the moment, purely because of Rugby League Live 4. The Newcastle Knights, Lachlan Fitzgibbon there. Aiden Guerra, who I believe is retiring. Big Clem, David Clemmer. Please come back to the Bulldog. Actually, no, you can stay. Kurt Mann, Mitchell Pearce. big boy Kalen Ponga, Jesse Ramian, who has gone to the Sharks, and then Connor Watson. I'm not exactly sure why I described Kalen Ponga as big boy Kalen Ponga, but there you go. Maybe headgear Kalen Ponga is more like it. Speaking of Kalen Ponga, his former club, we have the North Queensland Cowboys. Gavin Cooper, the first player. Jay Granville there. We have Cohen Hess. We have Tamari Martin. Very weird bunch of players, some of these. On Brody Croft in the Storm. Tamari Martin for them. Michael Morgan, Matt Scott, and big JT13. Jason Tumbalalo. What a set of players. Matt Scott, Tumbalalo, Michael Morgan. It's so weird to think that this team did so shit this year. Speaking of teams who did shit this year, this is not one of them. The Parramatta Eels. Bankwest, absolute fortress there. Went to it earlier. Daniel Alvaro, Dylan Brown. Actually, he's a really good player, Dylan Brown. Kane Evans. Interesting he's in there. Blake Ferguson, Clinton Gutherson, the King Gutho. We have Reed Marnie. What a great little player he is. Mitchell Moses killed it at the Nines. And then we have Brad Takarangi. Also did pretty well at the Nines. A decent little set of players there for Parramatta. Next up, we have the Penrith Panthers yet again underperforming in 2019. And start off with Regan Campbell-Gillard on the move to Parramatta. I kind of forget that happens sometimes, but definitely has signed. Nathan Cleary. Then we have Dylan Edwards. Just recently went to the Penrith Leagues Club, and I saw Dylan Edwards was up on a big billboard thing, and I thought that's interesting considering he was in reserve grade this year. Maloney and Mansell. Maloney on the move, obviously. James Tamu. Then we have Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. Oh, I'll put him in the Bulldogs jersey, please. Absolutely killed it for the Bulldogs. Poor Penrith. Now we move on to the South Sydney Rabbitohs. We have their logo. Then we have Sammy Burgess, just recently retired. Absolute legend. We have Damien Cook, another absolute legend. Can't believe Bulldogs let him go. Dane Gagai, not so much a legend for the Rabbitohs. We have Greg Inglis, definitely a legend. Interesting he's actually included in that. I think he probably would have retired because they definitely got this year's jerseys. So interesting that he's included. Alex Johnson and Cam Murray, Adam Reynolds, and John Sutton, another retiree. I'm surprised Cody Walker's not in there. So just the 4 teams left. We're starting off with the Dragons. We have Ewan Aiken first. Interesting. We have James Graham second. Love James Graham. Ben Hunt. Dropsies Hunt. And we have Cameron McInnes. We then have Corey Norman, Storm Norman. We have Tarek Sims, great player. Paul Vaughan, fantastic player. Then we have Gareth Widdop, who is homesick and going home to England. So he's gone. He's homesick. So we go from the Dragons to the Roosters. It's a big upgrade, let's be honest. We have Boyd Cordner here. We then have Angus Crichton. Actually, not much of an upgrade. We then have Cooper Cronk. We have Luke Keary. What a fantastic player. What a great halves combination. We have Joey Manu. We have Latrell Mitchell. Could be out of Roosters colours very, very soon, but he's there for now. We have Takiaho. And then we have James Tedesco. What a team. There's no... You look at this and you go... Yep, I can see why they won the premiership. So we have 2 teams left, and we're going across the ditch. We have the New Zealand Warriors. Bunty Afoul, the first player, interesting. We then have Adam Blair, not as interesting. We have Blake Green, definitely not as interesting. We have Peter Hiku. Oh my god, they're not interesting at all. We have Isaac Luke, stuck in reserve grade, not at the club anymore. We have Ken Mamalo. There we go, finally a star. Ken Mamalo. Jazz Tavanga, I think he got Interchange Player of the Year. We'll include him as a star. And Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, definitely the star of the show for this lot. Warriors, not the best. Now we move on to the last set of cards. The last team, it's the West Tigers. We start off with Luke Brooks. I was just talking about the Warriors not being interesting. I don't think they're going to be very interesting. Actually, you know what? Luke Brooks, Robbie Farah, not too bad. Ma'a Whenua, one of the best haircuts in the league. We have Benji Marshall. Okay, yeah, this is a good set. Benji Marshall, love Benji. Isan Masters now at the Cowboys. We have Moses Umbaya. I'll just say that about him. Russell Packer. And then we have Elijah Taylor. Very interesting set of players there. Russell Packer, not exactly a star. Elijah Taylor, in and out of first grade. Umbaya. Yeah, it's a weird bunch. You can see why the West Tigers did not make the 8 just based off this. So guys, those are all of the teams done. That was the 2019 NRL Elite Trading Cards. I think that's just all the normal cards. I think there probably are some other different versions of them. I'm pretty certain. There always is with all these trading cards. But they're just the stock standard ones there, or your normal players, your 9 players. So yeah, hopefully you did enjoy that video. Something a little bit different. And I've done some trading card stuff on the channel before, but I thought it was about time I go ahead and do an unboxing on this and go through all of the cards. So yeah, hopefully you did enjoy it. And if you did, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel channel if you're around here. Also, make sure you turn on the notification bell. It is important, apparently, as of late I found out. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Also, while you're at it, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, Instagram's on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke YT. My Facebook page is in the description below as well. Been posting on there a little bit more, so go ahead and give me a follow on that. Anyway, guys, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye, guys.